Hello, good and faithful people of the Church of the Mediator. I hope you're well whenever it is you hear this message. This week, I'm coming to you from the front parlor of the House of the Redeemer, which is on East 95th Street on the Upper East Side of Manhattan. It's a pretty cool old house built in the 19-teens by the lady in the porch behind me, Edith Shepherd Fabry, who was one of the Vanderbilt clan heiresses and married an Italian guy, and so they decided to build this big Italianate mansion, townhouse here in New York, which includes, among other things, numerous pieces of furniture and pieces of architectural interest that they brought across from Italy, which is pretty cool. But of course, Edith ended up hearing a sermon. She and her husband ended up divorcing. She kept the house. But she ended up hearing a sermon at church one Sunday that compelled her, I'm sure she was considering this before that moment, but compelled her to donate the house to the church, the Episcopal Church. And for many years, it was used by the community of St. Mary, a group of Episcopal nuns who lived here. But it is also a beautiful retreat house now. And I come almost every year for the past, 7 years, generally in January, to spend some time here at the house. It's pretty quiet usually. This year I'm staying up on the 4th floor, which happens to be where all of the old servants' rooms are, and they're smaller. It's just basically enough space for a twin bed and a window and a little bit of a desk. But I'm staying up on the 4th floor. There are bigger rooms to be had in other places of the house that I've stayed in. But this year it's kind of cool because I'm up in a little bit of what I might consider a little monastic cell. In any case, I've been doing a little bit of also touristy things, which included last night went to the Metropolitan Opera for Puccini's setting of Madama Butterfly, which happened to be a stunning production, and the soprano who sang Butterfly was really, really good. Tomorrow night, that's Friday, I'll be at the Met again for Carmen, which in this staging is set in contemporary days, so I'm interested to see that. I hear people have told me that it's a pretty good production as well. Anyways, I'm here at the House of the Redeemer. I send you greetings and blessings from New York. And I don't have a lot to talk about other than to say that it is important, whether you're a clergy person or whether you're a lay person, to have times where you get away and that you focus on your prayer life. One of the things I love about coming here to the house is that there's daily morning prayer and evening prayer. There's a clergy person on staff here. I get to do a little bit of that monastic rhythm with other people. Oftentimes people come in from the neighborhood, folks who live across the street will be here, or folks who are also here retreating. It's important to have that time apart. It's important to focus again, perhaps in the new year, on our spiritual lives and the depth that Jesus Christ calls us to as his people, a depth that is both personal and individual and communal, remembering that we are called to be a people on the way, constantly devoting ourselves more and more sacrificially to our Lord. But other than that little bit of a spiel, I want to remind you that this Sunday is the annual meeting. Now, here is the nugget of important information. I hope you've hung on this long, my friends. So, we are going to celebrate the Eucharist at 10 a.m., bilingual, snow or shine, because I live across the street. And if you are able to come, wonderful, God bless you. If you are unable to come, join us on YouTube at 10 a.m., bilingual, normal time. We will not have the annual meeting directly after that service. We will start the annual meeting on Zoom so that everybody can be there from their house at noon, at midday. There will be no lunch on Sunday as we had planned. Unfortunately, I was really looking forward to all that food, but we will not have that food. So plan for 10 a.m. bilingual, either in person, but I'm imagining, given the forecast, that we will be celebrating. I will be pretty much alone in person, and that most of you will be joining on YouTube. And then, of course, to join us, we will need a quorum, so we'll need a good number of you to show up for 12 noon Zoom annual meeting. All of that will be coming out also in Happenings. The annual report, which I've been working on all day to get finalized, is almost there. You will have all of that detail, all of those documents and we will be able to conduct our annual meeting, elect our vestry people, elect our delegation, diocesan convention, do a couple of orders of business, hear about the 2026 budget and 2025 financials, all of that good stuff that we do at the annual meeting. It'll be sad not to have lunch together to celebrate this important part of our year, but given the forecast, I'm suspecting that we will all be happy, maybe with a cup of coffee sitting there for the annual meeting from our home. So that is the most important thing. And those of you who are hearing this message, if people ask you, please relay that information. 10 a.m. in person, or most likely on YouTube, noon, annual meeting on Zoom, everybody on Zoom, and no lunch this go round. We'll save lunch and fellowship time for the pancake breakfast, which will be Sunday, February the 15th, the last Sunday after the Epiphany. Send you blessings, my good and faithful people. Keep the faith. Take time to renew your prayer life, your spirituality, and your connection to Jesus Christ. Much love, many blessings. I will see you on Sunday.